Hi once again. Um, I just want to touch on a subject this time of low self-esteem and coping with low self-esteem, because I think we all go through it at some point in our life. And the thing for me, low self-esteem would be that no one would want me to marry me or to date me. And basically, it comes to trusting God about your shape, etc., the person you are. And the common things in low self-esteem would be, as regards a relationship, would be the thoughts that no one would ever want me because I'm too big or too thin, my teeth are not nice, too old, still live at home, I don't have a job, I'm not attractive, I'm not a catch. Whatever it is, there's so many different things, and you can think of more. But we'd often go for the thing as, well, what hope is there? Who would want me? And can God give me true love? I have issues. I have emotional, maybe mental problems. I have baggage. It doesn't matter the kind of person you are, whatever your mental, emotional, physical condition is, the Lord is able to provide somebody special for you. The most important thing is beginning to accept the person you are and trust in the Lord. And really, if you're a person reading this, listening to this video now, who's not a believer in Jesus, not a follower, some of the things will help you, but the most important person that can help you is Jesus himself, because he has the power to give you self-esteem. So we want to tackle this subject, and I should do so through my own experience. So I've been there with low self-esteem and low confidence, self-confidence, and had it for many years. And this started when I was about 18 years old. I think we went to some kind of disco or a nightclub type place, and my friend came up to me and said that a particular girl says that I was repulsive. Now, to many that's no big issue, but it really affected me. I mean, I had not even seen her, I hadn't a clue who she was or anything like that. And really, who cares what she thought about me? Because it doesn't really matter. But for me, it really affected me. And at the time, I was quite confident and outgoing. But it really knocked me for six. And indeed, it did so probably for most of my Christian life before, say, the last 5 years until I met my wife, Angeline. So before that, as a young man, I wasn't a Christian, and I wasn't surrounded with God's favour and blessings. So obviously, as I said, it really affected me, and I lost my confidence, self-esteem, and I concluded I must be unattractive just because one person who I hadn't even seen said that I was repulsive. How ridiculous that was. But, I lost my confidence, and I spent many years in low self-esteem, low confidence about myself, even though I had an interesting lifestyle, and at times the life of the party. And what didn't help was the fact that when I did become a Christian, in 1983, I still didn't seem to have any success with women. And that sort of reinforced the feelings I had about myself. But actually, it was just a case of God's timing, which at the time I was too young to understand in the faith. But when Jesus came into my life, things did begin to change. I began to realize that it was true that to some people I would be unattractive, yet to others I would be okay or attractive. I learned that everyone is different, and then there's always someone somewhere who actually finds me special to them. And I learnt that what I considered to be flaws in my appearance or my personality, weaknesses, were actually stuff that my future partner found attractive. And I also learnt that my weaknesses became my strength in the Lord. And as for me, I haven't got the greatest teeth in the world and rather a large nose, and I consider this a weakness. And the Lord knows the way we are, yet He formed us before we were even born. And I began to realize that God had led me to be the person I am in my whole physical being before I was even born, and He had already planned the woman that I would be marrying one day. And that woman, Angeline in this case, would find me attractive and desire me. And long before I even met her, the Lord in His time would bring us together. Indeed, in the fullness of time, God would bring us together, and He would make us truly in love with each other and accept one another just the way we were. So the Lord does wonderful things, and our low self-esteem, as I said before, are often born out of media expectations or what other people say. But truly, there is somebody out there just for you, especially with the Lord on your side to guide you and to lead you. So let's say maybe you're a bit overweight or thin or whatever it might be. I just want to encourage you, that I've seen big blokes marrying petite girls, and I've seen big girls marrying petite blokes, because everyone is different. Everyone has different desires and different expectations. God has put a different desire for the kind of person they want for a mate into everyone's heart, and He will work it out and bring the right person for you. But I think the important thing is, as regards low self-esteem, is to do what you can to help yourself, as it were. For me, okay, my teeth, not much I could do about it, I was born with it, but I could have them polished up a bit or a little bit done to it. So I did, just a little bit, to help. Or maybe if you're a little bit overweight, okay, you may not get yourself down to whatever size you consider really acceptable, but you can do something about it. Just a little bit of change of lifestyle, a bit of exercise or something. If you can, just do the things that you can do to make yourself more attractive, in the sense of leaving the rest then to God. Do what you can do and leave the rest to the God. And that's what I did. I couldn't change my nose and things like that, so I accepted it. But I was a little bit overweight at one point, so I just thought, well, time to exercise and eat a bit better. And I've kept it there for, many, many years. So just do your part and leave the rest to God. He doesn't expect some great miracle for you, but He expects you to do your part. And also for me, I sort of changed the way I looked by dressing up a bit better. So, clothes and things like that, they can help your self-esteem. New haircut maybe. They're all important things. But the most important thing is that God has made you just the way you are. And that's the important thing. And if you try to alter your body in serious ways, then you're saying that, Lord, I'm not happy with what you've done. And that's not trusting in God. You've got to 100% accept the person you are, because you're made in the image of God, and He's made you just the way He wants you to be, to suit your future partner. So be encouraged, okay? Accept the person you are, trust in God that He will bring that special person into your life just at the right time. And He will do it in just the right time. So be encouraged. Okay, low self-esteem, the Lord can deal with that. But you have to accept the person you are and trust God that in His time He will provide And that the reason you don't have anybody right now is simply because it's not God's time. But in time you will be blessed.